Physics Class 12 Chapter 5 Magnetism and Matter. In the last class we have done bar magnet as an equivalent solenoid. Today we shall do dipole in a uniform magnetic field. Consider a compass needle of magnetic moment m, length 2L, poles 10 plus or minus qm, moment of inertia I, placed in a uniform magnetic field B, making an angle theta with B. You can see in the figure there is a needle, poles 10, north is plus qm, south pole is minus qm. It is placed in a magnetic field, uniform magnetic field B, which is making some angle theta. Okay. Then if we have got that if there is a electric field, okay, E, and you are going to place a charge Q in it, then if suppose this is positive charge, there will be the force on this, and the force is given by Q into E. Similarly, if I am going to place a pole strength, magnetic needle with pole strength Qm, then force on this will be Qmb according to this, and on this Qmb. But this force will be towards this side because Qm positive charge here, here negative charge, opposite. So what happens? One force is positive, so it is towards this side, one force is negative. So the net force will be 0. That means there will be no translation motion. This force will not pull this side and this down force will not pull this side. So there is no net force. Okay, but there will be torque. Why torque? Because if this force is towards this side, this force is this side, I extend this, then between these two forces there is a perpendicular distance, and if there is perpendicular distance, it will give you the torque. Force on north and south pole is Qmb, equal and opposite. Therefore no net force, but it will experience some torque, and the torque is given by 1 of the force into perpendicular distance between the line of action of the force. 1 of the force, you take this Qmb, so Qmb, and the perpendicular distance, how do we found perpendicular distance? We can calculate. You can see here, if this I drop straight line, this I show straight line, then this will become perpendicular distance. If this angle is theta, then you can say this angle also will be theta. Okay. Suppose this you call it A and this you call it as a B, then I am going to use sine theta. Sine theta is equal to opposite side. This is suppose AB, so AB divided by hypotenuse. This will be hypotenuse because this is 90 degree. So 2L. Transfer this 2L here, so you get 2L sine theta. So this perpendicular distance will become 2L sine theta. So we have to get perpendicular distance between the two forces. It will be 2L sine theta using the trigonometry. So we place here the force will be Qmb and the perpendicular distance is 2L sine theta. Now we are going to rearrange this. Qm 12 I am taking together and B sine theta I am taking here. Now we also note Qm and 12. This value is magnetic moment. Okay, that is written as m. M is equal to 12 into Qm, and this is called magnetic moment. So I place this by m. Mb sine theta. This is the magnitude. If you want to write in the vector form it will be tau vector tau is equal to vector m cross vector b. Sine theta is gone with the cross product, and this is your restoring torque. Okay, see what happens if I have got this dipole is something, this dipole is like this, okay, and you are going to give some force and you are going to tilt it, okay, you are going to twist it. So there will be some energy which is stored here, and if I release this, it will move like this. Okay, it will try to come into the stable form. So when I do this like this, that means I am giving some torque. So there will be some another torque which is restoring torque. Okay, so this torque will be called restoring torque. We also know that torque is given by moment of inertia into angular acceleration. Angular acceleration means if theta is the displacement, d theta by dt will be angular velocity, and angular displacement will be d square theta by dt square. Okay, so I can write torque tau is equal to moment of inertia I have assumed before as I, and angular acceleration is alpha. Alpha in terms of theta can be written as d square theta by dt square. Now in equilibrium what happens? This torque and this torque both will be equal, okay, and opposite. So I will write this in equilibrium I d square theta by t square is equal to minus mb sine theta. Okay, this negative sign indicates that restoring torque is in opposite to deflecting torque. Okay, so one is deflecting and one will be restoring. So negative sign shows that they are in opposite direction. For small value of theta in radian, sin theta is approximately taken as theta. Okay, so this sin theta will take as a theta. Okay, for small displacement, we'll take the small displacement, angular displacement. Okay, so I write I d square theta by dt square is equal to minus mb theta. I will transfer this I here. So what I get is d square theta by dt square is equal to minus mb divided by I theta. I can say that all this will be constant mbi. So I can say that d square theta by dt square is proportional to minus theta. And this will remind us of something what we have learned in class 11. It is simple equation of simple harmonic motion. Okay, this represents simple harmonic motion. Okay, so in that we have learned d square theta by dt square is equal to minus omega square theta, and omega is nothing but angular frequency. So if I compare these two equations, what I get, omega square will be equal to mb by I. That is the angular frequency will be equal to mp by I, because theta and theta is same, minus and minus is same, and this is same. Okay, so I can say omega square is equal to mbi. Take a square root, so you take square root of mb divided by I. Time period for this motion will be t is equal to 2 pi by omega. Put the value of omega, it is inverse of this. So 2 pi square root of I by mb. Square on both the sides, so here becomes t square, here becomes 2 square is 4, pi square is pi square, remove the square root. Take the b this side and transfer t square here, so you get b is equal to 4 pi square I and t square. See, you can just imagine, look here in this, suppose I have got this dipole, okay, or a needle. Now I will take here, then I leave it, then it will start coming here. It has got some energy, so it will come here, but since it has got some energy, it will not stop here, it will move this side, then again it will move this side, so it will have some oscillation. Okay, it has got simple harmonic oscillation, that's why we got the formula of simple harmonic motion. Okay, that is this kind. Okay, this and this equivalent. Then b value we found as 4 pi square I divided by mt square. Now since I already say that when I am giving some torque, I am giving torque means it is going to store as a potential energy in the needle. So we find the potential energy. Magnetic potential energy um is equal to force into displacement. Here force is torque and displacement is angular displacement, that is d theta. Okay, and we will take the integration. Tau value we have already found. We have found the tau value as mb sin theta. Okay, so I'll just put integral mb sin theta d theta. Theta here is only to say the function of theta. mb is constant, take out of the integral, so you get integral sin theta d theta. Integral of sine is cos, minus cos. Okay, minus cos. So integral sin x dx is minus cos x plus c. Okay, that is minus value. So I write integral of sin theta as minus cos theta. So um is equal to, I write in a vector m dot vector b minus. Now if theta is 90, that means needle is perpendicular to b. Now this needle is not like this, but it is perpendicular like this to b. Okay, if it is perpendicular to b, then what happens? Then if um will be 0. Why um will be 0? Because cos 90 is 0. Okay, cos 90 is 0. So magnetic potential energy is minimum and it is equal to 0. Then suppose theta is 0 degree. That means the needle is not like this, but it is parallel to the magnetic field. If it is parallel, then theta is 0. And if it is anti-parallel, then theta is 180. If it is parallel, then potential energy will be maximum. Okay, and if it is this side, then anti-parallel, maximum both the side, but this side when it is in theta is equal to 0, then we'll consider it is in a stable, and when it is in 180 degree, you consider as the unstable. So when theta is equal to 0, potential energy is minus mb, which is a stable, and theta is equal to 180, that is anti-parallel, is equal to mb, because cos 180 is minus 1, so minus will cancel, so unstable. So these are the maximum values and this one is a minimum value. So today we shall keep this much, that is dipole in a uniform magnetic field will have oscillation. Okay, here simple harmonic motion, and we have derived the formula for that, and also we have derived the potential energy in a magnetic field. Thank you very much.